In this video, we'll cover the basics of using the CelerForm rules engine. The rules engine allows you to use various types of automatic rules in your form, such as showing or hiding widgets, math, and looking up addresses or zip codes. Here we have a pre-made form to demonstrate creating a rule. To create and edit rules, select the Rules view from the drop-down menu in the top left corner. On the Rules engine, select the component you want to have activate your rule. In this case, we'll be duplicating any text typed into the first text box. Select the Create a Rule button. This will pull up the rule creator. The creator has several sections that allow you to build rule components. The first section lets you rename the rule and change the trigger type. Most rules use onChange triggers, so we'll leave that be. The second section allows you to add additional sources. This is useful for rules that have multiple components, such as mathematical rules. For this duplication rule, we'll leave this alone since we're just duplicating one text box. The third section is the When section. This section lets you determine the conditions to activate the rule. This can include checking if a widget is filled or empty, checking dates, or activating if a number is greater or less than another. In this case, we won't need to use a When component. The next section is the Then section. This is used by all rules and contains the main rule component that will determine what your rule does. These include mathematical operations, adding strings of words or letters together, looking up zip codes, rendering widgets visible or invisible, updating the contents of a widget, or disabling or enabling widgets. For this example, we will update the contents of a widget. The Update component will fill a widget with new information. To start, we'll select the component we want to update. We can place whatever data we want into the updated component, including pre-made text or text that came from a previously made rule. In this case, we're going to update it with data from another widget. Now we just have to pick the component our widget will update from. This is our final update component. It selects the component we want to update, finds the component that we want data from, and then copies the data into our updated widget. The final section is the Else section. This section contains the same type of rule components as the Then section, but they turn on when the rule is inactive. For this rule, we won't be using this. We now have our final duplication rule. It triggers every time that its widget is typed in, identifies the duplicate text widget, and updates it with the typed text. Rules are automatically saved when created, so we can return to our form. Rules immediately function in the form preview. Here we can see the rule duplicating our text. Rules will also function on published forms. This is a simple duplication rule, but more videos are available detailing examples of mathematical, API lookup, rendering and disabling, and string combination rules. Additional help can be found on the Designer Help page under Semantic Rules. We hope this video has been helpful in explaining the basics of the rules engine.